Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last video, I introduced you to lists and I made the point that lists are objects of a built-in class called list. And then we created a list and we found out that indeed the type of that object that I created, in this case is my list. My list is of type list. And you can see it right here in this command. So let's get some of this. I'm going to emphasize it with my highlighter. And so this is the type of the list. The other thing that we can do with lists is there are certain properties. So I was about to run this when I ended the last video. We can find out the length of a list. And if we run this command, it says 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do it with a marker. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. Therefore, you have 6 in my len. Okay, len. And then you put the name of the object. In this case, the object is my list. All right. So now let's move on and do other things with my list. One thing we can do with lists, we can concatenate them, right? So if I have a new list, and I'm going to call it new list, right? And I just assign mango and avocado to new list. Now I'm going to see what's inside new list. I can say print new list, or I can just type new list. In this case, I know my lists are small enough that they'll fit in my screen. Okay, so I say new underscore list, and to concatenate a list, you just do it with the plus sign. That's all. It's very simple. It's very nice and easy. So conc underscore list is equal to my list plus the new list. So let's run that command and let's find out what's inside conc underscore list. So this time it's a little longer. So we have the same as we had before. Let's scroll up a little bit. You have from apple to blackberries. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, as it said here, from apple to blackberries. And then I concatenate it, adding mango and avocado. And you can see there, mango and avocado. Right. So let's talk about another property of lists. Lists are iterators. You can iterate through a list, and therefore you can index a list. So my list can be indexed with the square brackets, and each index item is a position in your list, and it always starts with the number 0. So my list 0 is apple. That's the first item in there. So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0 through 7 is how many numbers? 8, because remember, we count 0 as a number. 0 is a number. So we have 8, len 8 for this new list. And what will the third position be? Or not the third position, I misspoke. Position number 3. 0, 1, 2, 3 is the fourth position. So that will have to be apple, banana, orange, pear. We expect to see pear here. Let's see if it's true. Indeed, it is. Now, the other thing you can do is when you're indexing, you can enter a mathematical calculation inside that will come back with the number of the index that you're looking for. So what if I look for my list, the length of the list, which is in this case, the length is 8 minus 1. In fact, let's do that. Before we type this, let's do that. Let's find out what the length of my list is. Because we're doing things to my list and I don't want to lose track of that. The length is still 6. The concatenated one is the one that's longer. That's going to be length 8. In fact, let's do that. Let's run the next command. Sorry. Let's add another cell here. And let's say len conc list. That's the name of my other list, right? How many do you expect? 8. Okay. So in the next command, I'm going to say my list, len my list minus 1. That will be 6 minus 1. That's 5. So you expect, let's go to my list. 0, am I doing it to my list? Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be BlackBerry. So let's see if that is the case. We go to this. I'm going to find out the index of the length of my list, which is 6, minus 1 is 5. What will it be? It's BlackBerry, just like we expected. We can go in reverse when we index. So minus 1 is you start at 0 and you go minus 1, and it's circular. So what do you expect to see here? Also BlackBerry, because you go from the 0 position to the left, but you don't see anything to the left, which means it's circular. You're going to go to the end of your list. And the concatenate minus 1, remember what concatenate had? Avocado was the last one. So that's what you will expect to see right here. Concatenate, right there. And that's in the avocado, just like we expected. All right, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to come back in the next video so that we can keep these videos short, 1 point at a time. In this video, you learn a few properties regarding indexing. So let's come back and talk more about lists. I'll talk to you in a few seconds.